There was nothing in it really. I mean, the number was so close to market expectations and so close to the Reserve Bank's expectations that it was never going to set the world on fire. But I think you need to look beyond what it means for the markets today to what it implies for the New Zealand economy going forward, and it's entirely consistent with the fact that if the economy grows in the manner that most forecasters are predicting, then the unemployment rate's going to fall away quite rapidly.
Okay, and where do you see it going by sort of the end of the year?
Yeah, I'm not sure what our NGF forecast is, to be quite honest. And it's not going to be an immediate drop anyway. It's more like if we
pick up tracking lower.
Oh yeah, I mean, look, it's very, very easy to see the unemployment rate heading towards sort of a 5% level by the end of next year.
Okay.
And given that the Reserve Bank thinks 5% is the level which defines inflationary to non-inflationary, then I think that has significant implications.
So in terms of inflation pressures, we'll see inflation pressures pick up in that case
during that period. Yeah, they're not there now. There's well, inflation pressures as they pertain to the labour market, because it's certainly tightening up. And bear in mind that if you break that data down, you had an annual increase in employment of 2%, which is quite robust anyway. But ex-Christchurch, the annual increase was 3%.
Right.
So you've had an almighty shock in the data, and yet the underlying strength is still.
So the rest of the country, and the rest of the country is being led by Auckland, is it?
Yeah, it's quite interesting if you break that down geographically. If you look at Auckland, Northland, Bay of Plenty, Gisborne Hawke's Bay, which is basically the top half of the North Island, it's all doing really well. Then the further south you come, Wellington's sort of stagnant, and then you move into the South Island, with the exception of Southland. Goodness knows what it is. With the exception of Southland, the rest of the South Island seems to be going backwards, driven, of course, in part by Christchurch.
And just, I guess, getting the house prices into there, strong employment growth in Auckland would indicate that that's going to...
Well, support for house prices.
Support house prices.
Yeah. The big question is whether the market has adjusted sufficiently so far to let those house prices increases come through.
Sure.
But you'd have to say, particularly in the Auckland market, most indicators point to at least stabilisation in house prices and probably some modest growth over the next year or two, and the employment numbers will certainly be supportive of that.